Hello, YouTube Collective. Welcome to Moonlight Reflections Tarot. This is going to be a general reading, and it's going to be a reading based on some oracle cards that I'm going to pull now in a second. And basically, my intention with this reading is to do a Celtic Cross reading on a situation that someone is needing clarification about. So what this situation is, we're going to get an idea from our oracle cards what this situation is, and in that way determine who this reading is going to be for. And of course, only you, the viewer, will know if this resonates with the situation that you're dealing with currently. But my intention is to put it out there for someone who is meant to find it. At whatever point you are meant to find it, it will be a timeless reading, okay? So take the message only if it resonates with your situation. It certainly will not resonate with everyone, but hopefully it will find the person or persons who it is meant for, okay? So this is going to be a Celtic Cross reading. So let's go ahead and do one more shuffle. Spirit, show us the cards we need to see. What is this reading about? Who is this reading for? What message are we meant to convey with this reading here this evening? All right, I think we're good. Let's cut. Okay, I usually look at the top card and the bottom card when I'm doing these, so let's go ahead and see what we have. The first card is 7 Heavenly Virtues, Keys to Goodness. Okay, I've had this card before. I'll explain it in a second. What do we have on the bottom? Competition, Summon Courage, and Self-Confidence. Okay. So someone needing to summon some courage and some self-confidence, possibly to overcome some sort of self-doubt. And the 7 Heavenly Virtues, Keys to Goodness, this is all about someone who has a lot of these, what they call keys to goodness within them. It's someone who has a great generosity of spirit, who has a lot of gifts, and Spirit says with this card, this is someone who needs to use their goodness, who's being asked by Spirit to use their goodness within them to help others, okay? And even though this person has all these gifts within, they may not be aware of them, or they may doubt themselves, okay? But with the competition card here, Summon Courage and Self-Confidence, this tells me that this message could be for someone who is having a lot of doubts about what they're meant to do with their life, and Spirit wants to let them know that there's always going to be competition, but if we have the courage and the self-confidence to go after what we want and pursue our dreams, understand our value, and have faith and confidence in our abilities, we can overcome the competition, okay? Because there's definitely here, for the person who's meant to see this reading, a lot of wonderful, wonderful qualities and gifts here. I wish I could read the 7 Heavenly Virtues from the book, but I don't have the book. So I can't do that, but I do remember reading it, and it's saying it's someone who has, all these keys to goodness. They're loving, giving, caring. They have integrity. They have generosity. All these qualities that are needed, Spirit says, in order to succeed in life in all the ways that really matter, okay? But they may not have the self-confidence that they need. And I think this reading is meant for someone to see, who maybe needs to hear that message. Okay. Yeah. We also have Invite Magic in, Good Fortune, at the bottom of the deck. So I like this card. We're going to keep that one out too. Yeah, invite the magic in. Good fortune is coming your way. You just have to allow it. Believe in yourself here. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so let's go in. We're going to use our Rider-Waite deck for this reading, and we're going to do our Celtic Cross. I have pre-shuffled, but I'm going to shuffle a few more times just to make sure we get all of our cards nice and shuffled here. And I'm probably going to move these cards over to the side here a little bit, just so I've got lots of room here to put out all my cards for this Celtic Cross. Okay. Okay. Let's do 2 more shuffles, Spirit. Celtic Cross, please. And 1 more. Okay, let's cut. The first card out in the Celtic Cross, it represents you and the situation at the current time. So, what do we have to start? The 7 of Pentacles is at the center of our reading. This is you. This is the issue. This is someone who is looking at their pentacles, taking stock of where they are in their life, looking at building their pentacles, looking at, you know, investing in themselves and in something in particular, and really sort of gonna move ahead. They're gonna move ahead here towards something when the time is right. This is a card of timing, of divine timing, of everything, you know, getting ready, I'm seeing, to move on to the next level, the next step here in a situation, but they're pausing to take stock of what they have before they move on. Lovely. Okay, so this is the situation. And keeping in mind the energies from the Oracle deck, where this could be someone who is having doubts and fears regarding whether they're good enough to move on, whether they've invested enough, whether they should wait. We'll get into it, and we will clarify as we move on. The next card is going to represent the potential for the situation or the challenges to the situation. Let's see what we have. Yeah, the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords. So here we have someone who is wanting to take stock. They're looking at where they need to go. What do I need to do? And they're sort of pausing to take inventory of what they have before they invest any further in a situation. But the 8 of Swords, this is your challenge. This is someone who is stuck. This is someone who feels unable to move forward because they feel stuck. Maybe it's lack of self-confidence that's keeping them stuck here. They feel bound, but it's all in their mind. It's all in their mind. They're blinding themselves here. They could get one of those swords and just cut those bindings off and free themselves. So this is someone's challenge here. You have to free yourself from this mindset that you're stuck, and all those things that are holding you back can't hold you back once you decide for yourself you're ready to move forward. Because after the 7 of Pentacles, of course, we have the 8 of Pentacles, which is actually putting the work in. Then it's the 9 of Pentacles. Then the 10, which is abundance. So, you know, your challenge is to get yourself unstuck, basically, here, okay? What you need to focus on is going to be our 3rd card, the High Priestess. The High Priestess is the card, it's the most spiritual card in the tarot. This is all about trusting your intuition. You have to trust your intuition. Your gut is telling you you have what it takes to move forward. You're not listening to it. Okay? So Spirit is saying, focus on your intuition here. Trust your gut. You know you have what it takes to move forward. You have that confidence within you, but you need to believe in your gifts, believe in yourself, get unstuck, Trust your intuition going forward. This is where your focus needs to be, okay? Your next card is going to represent the past. Let's see what was happening in the past. The Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups shows you moving away, leaving things behind that don't serve you, okay? So in the recent past, you decided all these things that were not satisfying you, the people who weren't filling your cups, making you fulfilled, jobs, behaviors, anything at all that was holding you back in the past, you left it behind. You decided, I'm moving on. I'm moving on to something better. So in the past, you did that, and you did do that because you're here. You're getting ready to take the next step, but you are stuck here, right? So this is, you've already done some of the work, and you've left those things behind. Maybe a lot of negative mindsets, maybe a lot of negative people, old habits, things that were not fulfilling you, that you've left them behind in the past, and that's good. Let's look at your strengths here. Your strength. What is your strength in this situation? The Knight of Pentacles. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles in your strength position tells me that you are someone who is all about stability. You crave stability. You're very dependable and stable. Now, you do move slowly. The Knight of Pentacles is a very slow-moving energy, but you will get there eventually to your goal. So that is your strength. You don't give up easily when you set a goal for yourself. You're very tenacious. You don't just say, oh, well, it's not working out, I'm giving up. Not at all. You're probably someone who's overcome quite a lot in your life. But you do want stability, and you tend to go slowly towards what you want because you want to be sure every step of the way that it's the right direction that you're moving in. But you do move. You move slowly but surely. And when your goal, when you get to the end of your journey, it's likely that you are going to be successful because you're careful and you think about your steps before you rush ahead. Okay, so that's very good strength to have. It's not the fastest energy, but it certainly is all about stability and having staying power at the end of the journey. Lovely. Okay, that brings us to our near future card over here. Let's look at the near future. Wow, the Eight of Wands. Second fastest card in the deck. Eight of Wands. So we have someone who is quite slow moving, careful generally, and that is a strength. But in the near future, you're going to have some fast forward movement. You will either be doing a lot of communicating with people with the Eight of Wands, or there could be a lot of communication coming towards you. But either way, the near future is there's going to be a lot of back and forth communication here. And this tells me it has everything to do with whatever this Seven of Pentacles is that you're mulling over and taking stock in right now. Whatever this is, it looks to me like you're going to be getting unstuck in the near future and moving quickly forward with a lot of communication here. It's even possible that whatever you're doing, whatever your goal here is in the future, it is to be involved in something that involves communicating, speaking, the internet, something along those lines, okay? Okay, that brings us to our seventh card. Our seventh card is a suggested approach for how you would approach this situation here. How would you approach, or how should you approach this this energy that we're dealing with, wanting to take stock and wanting to move forward, but feeling a little bit stuck as to how to get out of this energy, maybe lack of self-confidence, etc. What does Spirit say is a suggested approach for that? Page of Pentacles, yeah. The Page of Pentacles is the initial step towards something that has potential for growth and stability. The Page of Pentacles is someone who is beginning something. It's a page energy, so it's a novice energy. You could be just starting out on something new, deciding to invest in something new, but it's something that you see has a lot of potential here. So we have the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so as the Knight of Pentacles, you're moving slowly forward. That's your strength. As the Page of Pentacles, you're taking that initial step towards something that has a lot of potential for growth. And this is your suggested approach. It's a one step at a time. Just begin. Just begin. Every journey begins with the first step. This is your first step on this next level of your journey. It doesn't have to be the first step. You've already gotten so far. You've left things behind. You're at the Seven of Pentacles. But this new beginning, whatever this venture is, whatever this beginning that you want to invest in, it all begins with that first initial move. And this is what your suggested approach is. Make that first move, however small. This pentacle will grow. Okay? There's your suggested approach. Your hopes and fears. Your hopes and fears in this situation. The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is the card of clarity. This is what you're hoping for. This is what you want here. You're hoping that you'll get the clarity you need here in order to move quickly forward, to keep moving forward towards whatever this goal is, whatever this situation that you want to invest in the future. You want the clarity to know that what you're doing is right, that what you're doing makes sense, that you're not kidding yourself. All those doubts and fears that are holding you back, all those thoughts in your head that are swords are thoughts. Those things that are keeping you stuck in your head and stopping you from moving forward. You want to take this sword of truth and you want to cut all those bonds off, and you want to be able to move forward with clarity, knowing, yes, this is what I'm meant to do. This is what I want to do. I have clarity. There's nothing holding me back. That is what you're hoping for. Beautiful. Okay. Let's look at what you need to know. What do you need to know? What do you need to know? Death. Death. The Death card is the card of things that have ended and things that are being reborn. In every ending, there's a new beginning. The Death card is what you need to know is that something has ended. A cycle of your life has ended. You know on some level that this situation here, this venture, this cycle, whatever this is that you're thinking about investing in, is going to totally change your life. It's almost like with this energy, there's a before you and an after you. Okay? This card represents the next you. Because when you see this clearly, when you get this clarity in this situation, you will no longer, this part of your life is going to be over. Okay? And that's what you need to know here. This is a life-changing event, experience, decision, moment. It's life-changing, is what I'm seeing here. And it all comes from you seeing the truth of what your purpose is here. When you find that confidence to move forward and you understand fully all these gifts that Spirit has said here that you possess, there's no going back to who you were before. There's no going back. That's done. And there's not this is not sad. There's nothing sad about this. This is something to celebrate. This is not an ending that you mourn. This is an ending that you celebrate, because it takes every part of you that you were not celebrating in the past, that you were not using, that you were not seeing clearly, that you were not accepting, that you were not embracing, and putting it behind you and becoming fully into who you are meant to be with seeing your truth here. Wow. Okay, what is the potential outcome here for this situation? The King of Cups. The King of Cups. The King of Cups is someone who is emotionally balanced. Okay? This is someone who realizes that they have love within them, but they're very discerning as to where they give their love. You know, the King of Cups is not an overly emotional person, but he's balanced. When you're emotional, that means you understand your feelings, and you also understand the feelings of others. But the fact that you are balanced within your emotions means that you're in a better position to judge the emotions of others, and also to help others. When you can distance yourself enough emotionally from other people to a certain degree, you can look at things with a clearer, I think, lens. Sometimes, if you're an extremely emotional person, and I know this because I'm a Cancerian, I'm extremely emotional. Sometimes we can let our emotions get the better of us, and we tend to overflow in our emotions, you know. And oftentimes, depending on the situation we're dealing with, that is not always the best approach to take. What this is telling me is that the potential outcome as the King of Cups, this is someone who understands the emotions, not only of themselves, but of others as well. And they're very balanced and discerning with their emotions. This is balance. This might be something that for you have not been able to achieve in your life. Maybe your emotions are all over the place. Maybe you've been wishing and hoping and praying to be more balanced, and to understand that, you know, it's good to be emotional, but it's also good to have control of those emotions and understanding of those emotions. And it's possible that in order for you to move forward and invest in the future that you want, you need to become more of a King of Cups as opposed to, say, a Queen of Cups energy. You know, oftentimes if we're emotional, we can allow ourselves to be stuck because our emotions get the best of us. We often take in the pain of others and internalize it. And sometimes that blinds us to the truth of things. And it can hold us back. You know, but when we are balanced in our emotions, we can feel, but also see clearly where and when we should be emotional, and who is deserving of our emotions and who is not. Like I say, the King of Cups is quite discerning. You can see all the waves behind him. The waters are pretty rough here. This is emotions. This is the ups and downs of the emotions. The ships are being, you know, tossed to and fro on the waves behind him. But look at him. He's sat on his throne above the water. He's not even getting wet because he's very balanced. He's riding the waves of the emotions very calmly and serenely. He understands what's going on behind him, but he is in control here. And I'm getting very much that this person, if this is you, if this is your reading, in the past you may have been unable to do that. And it looks like once you do this, that is going to get you to where you need to be in order to move forward. Finding that balance of being emotional and understanding and caring and empathetic and all those wonderful things that you obviously are gifted with these seven heavenly virtues. But maybe you don't allow yourself to do it because you feel overwhelmed by all that emotion. But once this clarity comes in here for you, once you get this clarity as to, what your purpose is, I think you're going to gain control of that, because you'll see that your being emotional is not a negative. It is not, anything to be ashamed of. It's not anything to make you feel weak. It's actually a strength. Your emotions make you strong, but they do have to be controlled, especially if you want to push forward into something that you see is a higher purpose for you in your life. Wow. There is a clear message here for someone, okay? Definitely a clear message here. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down my Rider-Waite deck, and I'm just going to go in and I'm going to quickly clarify some of these cards with my Ethereal Visions cards here. So let's just go in, and I'm not going to clarify every card, but I am just going to clarify a couple to see if we can get a little bit more specific here for this reading. If it does resonate with you, please leave me a comment and let me know if it resonates and how with your situation. Like I said, it may resonate with one person, it may resonate with many. It depends. Everyone's situation is going to be different. I'm just getting from the cards here what I'm seeing. Now, every tarot reader interprets the cards a little differently. With me in particular, I don't read reversals, number one, as you can tell. And cards, specific cards and specific decks, we can see the card meanings to be a little bit different. But I'm just telling you what I see in the cards, and feel free to interpret the cards if you're familiar with tarot, as I know many of you are, in the way that makes more sense to you, or makes the most sense, or resonates with you, okay? But don't try to force a reading to fit your situation if it doesn't. Okay, Spirit. Let's go in and clarify. The first card I want to clarify here is this Eight of Cups in the recent past. What in the past did our viewer who is resonating with this reading, what did they leave behind? What did they leave behind? Okay, the Fool. Well, as in things that they left behind, the Fool is someone who takes a leap of faith. What I see here is, it looks to me like the Fool takes a leap of faith. He takes risks, He's sort of trusting to the divine here when he jumps off the cliff here. I think what you're leaving behind is this energy of almost like, letting everything happen the way it's meant to. I see someone here who's sort of deciding, what, if I want to be successful, I need to actually take my time and put the work in. Because this person, if this is you, you know what your strength is. You're not much into leaping here. You're not much into leaping. You're into moving forward slowly. And it's almost like you've walked away from that idea that you have to do everything like this, You have to have everything now. You have to do it now. I'm just going to go for it. That you've left that attitude behind. Maybe because of things that have happened to you in the past, you've decided to walk away from that. Yeah. And you're deciding here that you're going to build a foundation with the Three of Pentacles, one of stability here. You're going to put the work in and take your time and do it. You're not too interested in taking a leap of faith. You're all about stability here. You're this Knight of Pentacles, right? So that makes perfect sense. With the Fool energy here being something that you're sort of leaving behind and walking away from. You're not too interested in that. And that makes perfect sense. Okay, let's go in and clarify the Eight of Wands. Why is the Eight of Wands here? This is fast incoming communication, communication between you and others. Very fast movement here coming in the near future, Spirit. Why is the Eight of Wands here in the near future? Eight of Wands. Why is the Eight of Wands here? Oh, that's too many cards, Spirit. I can't take all those. Let's see. Why is the Eight of Wands here? Why is the Eight of Wands here? The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is the energy of being stuck. Remember what I said when I first started this, when the Eight of Wands first came out? I said, it looks like you're getting unstuck. And we have double confirmation of that. Eight of Swords twice. The Eight of Wands simply represents you getting unstuck. Okay? You're getting unstuck possibly because you've done some inner work here. The Hermit. Trusted your intuition, gone within. You're trusting your intuition, and you've gained some knowledge here while in hermit mode, is what I'm seeing. And that is allowing you in the near future, to leave behind that stuck energy. You're finding your way through, cutting those bonds. Eight of Swords twice. And we have 8, 8, and 8. We have 8 3 times. Look up 888, angel number. Google it. Okay? You're leaving. I wish I could Google it right now. I don't know all the number meanings. I do know a lot of them, but check it out and let me know in the comments. What does it mean? But it's significant for you. Okay? 888. Wow. Okay. So you're getting unstuck here for sure in the near future. I love it. Okay. Let's go in one more. Let's go in one more. Maybe we'll do 2 more. Let's clarify the Death card. Let's clarify the Death card here. Why is the Death card here? The Death card here representing what you need to know here. And we said with the Death card, you need to know that your life is changing. One part of your life is ending, another is beginning here. Let's clarify the Death card here, Spirit. Clarify the Death card, please. Why is the Death card here? Why is the Death card here? We have 2 cards that came out. We'll take them. The King of Swords and the Death card again. Death. Yeah. Seeing the truth. The King of Swords sees the truth. You're seeing the truth. You're understanding. You've cut out everything from your past. That old you is gone because you've seen the truth here with this Ace of Swords. You have that Ace of Swords in your hands here. Okay? You see the truth. The past is done. You're moving on. Death twice here. I don't think I've ever seen a reading where the cards have been clearer, where the Spirit has come through as clearly as they have in this reading. Death twice. Wow. I've got chills, guys. Okay, wow. So, yeah, there's a new beginning here for you. The old you is going to be gone. Don't mourn it, because all those beautiful gifts that you haven't been using are going to be used to help people, to expand your world here. King of Cups energy, Spirit. Why is the King of Cups here in the potential outcome? We talked about the King of Cups being emotionally balanced here. Very discerning. Having that emotional balance needed here. Having that control necessary in order to move forward. To do whatever it is necessary for he or she. There's no gender in tarot, okay? This could easily be the female or male here with the King of Cups energy. Clarify the King of Cups here in our potential outcome, please, Spirit. Why is the King of Cups here, Spirit? That's too many cards. Why is the King of Cups here? If I see the King of Cups again, the way this reading is going, I would not be surprised to see another King of Cups come out here. But let's see what Spirit wants to show us. Why is the King of Cups here, Spirit, in the potential outcome for this reading, please? Okay. Anything gonna come out? Okay, no, that's too many cards. That's too many. We want a clear message. We want a clear message, Spirit. Why is the King of Cups here, please? Why is the King of Cups here? Why is the King of Cups here? Clarify, please. You know what? I think, no, I was thinking I was going to change decks, but no, I don't think we are. I think we're meant to stay with this one. I think we're meant to stay here. I'm going to do a couple more shuffles. Oh no, there we go. I think we got the card we needed. Devil. The Devil energy is here. The Sun. Yeah, wow, Judgment. And the King of Cups under that. Okay, wow. Yeah, I think we were shuffling because Spirit wanted us to make sure we saw all these cards. Okay, the Devil with the Sun, the King of Cups again, and the Judgment card. Okay. This is someone, because of decisions that they're making in their life, okay? Someone is making decisions in their life here with the Judgment card. This is also something that is divinely guided here, guys. This is divinely guided. This is something that you are meant to do. All these doubts and fears and hesitations and things that were holding you back was devil energy. Devil energy. By deciding to move forward and invest in yourself and invest in the future, which is at the center of your reading here, you are gaining clarity, illumination, the sun. Illuminating what you want, illuminating your purpose, shining the light on the darkness, so to speak, of this devil energy. This is the judgment call that you're making. This is the universe saying, this is your purpose. This is you again. in your King of Cups energy. Wise, understanding your emotions. Your emotions here, twice, the King of Cups. This is the key for you, this King of Cups energy. Your emotional balance and intelligence here, your control, your understanding emotions, the depth of emotions is what is key to your success. This is the key that allows you to succeed in whatever it is you are meant to do here, what your journey is all about. This is inviting the magic in. When you get to this point, when you get to this King of Cups energy, this is when you invite the magic into your life here. This is when you open up those 7 heavenly virtues, divinely guided. This is when you open up those 7 heavenly virtues and you share them with the rest of the world. Because you understand, okay, you understand that the competition here, this competition is with yourself. You have no competition, only that which you overcome in of yourself here, your self-confidence. This is you overcoming doubts, seeing your emotionality as a strength. This is what you are meant to do, overcoming this devil energy. Seeing illumination, and maybe even bringing this illumination, bringing people out of darkness into the light in their lives. Maybe that's your purpose. Wow. Well, I didn't expect the reading. I knew I had to do a reading tonight. I felt I had to do a reading, and I had no idea it was going to be this powerful of a reading, but it's the most powerful reading I think I've ever done. I may put that in the comments or in the title, the most powerful reading I've ever done. So, there you have it. Someone here is planting the seeds for their future. They're overcoming obstacles, and they're going to leave their past behind. They're ending it. And they're going to step into their purpose. And their purpose is using their gifts, their emotional understanding, the gifts that they have. There's 7 heavenly virtues here, these keys to goodness, using your goodness, your heart, your ability to love and to see clearly past the darkness of people, of things. That's your gift. That's where you're headed. King of Cups twice, death twice. You know, it's amazing, totally amazing. I really do hope that someone gets to see this message and they take it to heart and they understand that, you know, your spirit guides are with you. Look up 888. I'm going to look it up right now once I'm done, once I turn off my camera here. But, you know, I'll actually leave it in the comments. I'll look it up and I'll leave it in the comments. You don't even have to look it up. I'll do it. Just, you know, take it to heart. It's an important message here for someone. And I'm really glad I did this reading tonight. So I'm going to leave it there. Like I said, it is an important reading for someone. And I wish you all the best in your journey. I really do. It's going to be interesting. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.